4, 3, 2, 1. You're on. Yay! Jeff's with us.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, we can hear you.
Even
Yay.
better.
So this is Jeff Shelton of the Well Wishers. Now you get to introduce yourself.
You did a great job.
Great.
I'm trying to get used to this whole format. It's a little intimidating.
We can sing Brady Bunch to you, and you'll feel right at
Brady
home. Right?
Bunch.
Okay. No, I'm not going to do that. I can't.
There's a story.
It never gets old, though. It's like,
No, I love doing things. Yes.
Are we blabbing?
We're blabbing.
Yes,
That's about it.
So, how's the weather there? I'm always curious.
Where I am? Weather here, it's sunny and perfect. Like it is probably in LA, but maybe 2 degrees colder.
Cool. What's your favorite season?
My favorite season is warm.
Okay.
There's 2 seasons.
Good answer.
2 seasons in the Bay Area. There's warm and rainy.
He's in the Bay Area? Where are you in the Bay Area?
I'm in Redwood Rock City, baby.
Redwood Rock City.
Redwood Rock City.
I'm in Napa City. Oh, wait a minute. It's just Napa.
All right.
That's why I had to ask.
Yeah, no, I'm about a half an hour south of San Francisco.
Right, yeah. I barely consider you the Bay Area.
Just don't call me Silicon Valley.
That's it. Snotty North Bay.
Right. I do like wine, though, so I got that little Napa influence.
Cool. Yeah, I
was
want
a little hippier.
I want to do the train ride and do the whole wine tour. Oh, love that. Cool.
I heard a bunch of women got kicked off of that last year for being too belligerent and drunk.
Do you know? Yeah, they had a lawsuit. It was 9 women. They got kicked off. They had a lawsuit. And do you know what the place that owned the wine train essentially did? Settled and then sold the wine train.
Shut up.
I'm not kidding. They were owned. Do you remember San Francisco Rice-A-Roni Treats? They were owned by that family. And yeah, they just dumped it. They settled and said bye-bye. Sure. And so it's interesting. Whoever owns the hotel that was right next to where that station was, they bought the wine train and now they own both. And they're just really parlaying it up one more level. So it I suppose it's a benefit, but it was kind of funny. That's the quick cave.
There's opportunity everywhere, I guess.
Seriously. Oh, woo! Catch the wine train. Woo, woo. Okay, so, hey, Jeff, have you been working on music today? What have you been up to today? And I'm getting your questions ready.
Actually, I have. Invariably, whenever I put out a record, I get restless and I start working on new stuff.
Oh, that's great. I love it. So, since we're on the subject of music, whoa. What is your favorite thing to write about lyric-wise?
Songs,
Did I freeze?
About a record.
I think he froze.
Okay, jump back in. See, he was avoiding the question, everybody. And it's cool.
Resistance.
Oh, no. Okay. Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It was a good question. No, I'm kidding. No, it was a really good. It is.
What was the question?
Great question. Like, his favorite thing to write about, like, wine trains.
What's your favorite thing to write about?
Rock and roll shows, like being at concerts and stuff. Everybody's all together. Dancing.
So in a song or about like a review about them?
No, like being there. And,
in a song.
Yeah. It's probably trying to align with the rock star that I've still yet to become. That kind of thing. Everybody get on the bus. You can hitch a ride with you. He's back, everybody. He's back. The Well Wishers.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. I got booted.
Whoa.
Oh, boo.
That's
okay.
Boo.
it's my connection.
Maybe.
Could be. So while we have you,
Sorry, I had to put my glasses on. I couldn't see anything.
you look just as amazing.
That's why it
gorgeous,
knew.
handsome, perfect.
Exactly.
It's all good. See, now if I put my glasses on, it's just a whole nother.
Do I look smarter?
Yeah,
Always.
little.
Always. Glasses
Maybe
always.
I'll answer the questions more better now.
That's it. Yes.
Oh, I like that. More better. Okay, we got something now. So, lyric-wise, what's your favorite thing to write about?
Oh, sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
There you go.
See, we're on the same we're on the same train.
Not necessarily in that order.
Right. Just that was easier for us all to grasp.
No, I get. In all seriousness, I don't know if I have a favorite lyric subject. Lyrics are kind of hard to pin down for me. I kind of go with what comes organically, and a lot of times it's about relationships and sometimes storytelling. I mean, nothing really specific or earth-shattering in that regard.
So for connecting, sorry.
Is that a good answer?
It's perfect, but I cut you off. I didn't mean to.
That's okay. I'm trying to get used to the blabbing. I'll try not to interrupt anybody.
No, you're the guest. You're supposed to. Okay. Actually, I'm going to interrupt myself because Randy wanted to know if you are on something or something, and I can't find it now. Wi-Fi or something.
Are you hardwired or are you on Wi-Fi? If it helps, Randy, I'm on Wi-Fi, but I can't hardwire. Sorry.
I'm on a cell phone. I'm on my iPhone.
See, that should be like the best. Anyway, so yeah, it sounds like connecting through music with others. I love the storytelling. That's but he was singing other people's music. But yeah. I love that connection. I think that's cool.
I'd like to be better as a lyricist. I always hone in on the music first, and sometimes lyrics are kind of secondary. But they shouldn't be. So that's an area for improvement, if you will. But I don't know. Lyrics are always kind of organic, and they kind of take on their own shape after a while. I think there's a famous quote from like David Bowie or Elvis Costello when he was trying to explain the meaning of his songs. He's like, just tell me what you think it means and I'll agree. So sometimes that's my approach to lyrics.
Cool. And I love the fact it's like we're never there, right? It's the constant journey. I think it's beautiful.
Sure.
Yay.
Yay.
And so let's see, I'm gonna move your questions around. Angela's. Everybody raise your hand if you have a question. So what got you started into music? Let's go there. What got you hungry?
What got me hungry?
Want to do music?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a tough question. I didn't start playing music and writing my own stuff. I didn't even learn guitar until I was 18. I was already in college. And I had, in the college dorms, I had roommates and people that all had guitars, and it just never occurred to me that I could even play. And I just picked one up one day, and people taught me some chords. And next thing I know, a year later, I'm writing songs. It just was kind of an inherent thing. It was like once I figured out I could do it, I guess it's like anything, you sort of feel that's your calling, to write music. And I try to tap into that and raise the bar. It hasn't gone away. I'm still writing music, 25 years later. So it's just, it's a calling, I guess, a natural calling that I can't put away.
And when did the Well-Wishers begin?
So the Well-Wishers is really not a band per se. It's really kind of a vehicle for me doing solo stuff. I was, for 11 years in a band in San Francisco called Spinning Jennies. We were a little power pop trio. Yeah, Lisa remembers. We did some IPO shows back in the early days of Spinning Jennies. So that band was around from about 93 to 2004. about 11 years. It was a lot of fun. Did a lot of shows. Made 5 records. Ended up getting married. Had some kids. The music kind of died down for a few years, but then a year or so later, I decided I wasn't ready to throw in the towel as far as music, but I didn't necessarily want to be in a band at that point. So I just kind of started the Well Wishers as a solo thing, 2004, basically right after Spinning Jenny stopped, and then been doing that since. The record that just came out was the 8th album, so I got 8 of these things under my belt, which is kind of hard to imagine.
I'd be holding up the CD right now, except I left it in my room. You're in my bedroom.
Pick people's curiosity.
I can go get it. Let me go get it. It's really pretty.
I guess I'll unmute while she's gone. I think muting my mic is helping it, because when I have it on and you can pick any resonance or anything up, she'll get choppy for me. So.
Technology, right?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing when it works.
It's a beautiful thing when it works. And on Blab, you just have to remember, we're beta. They're beta, we're beta. We just be beta. Okay, she's back.
There it is. There it is. That's the a tunnel at O'Hare Airport in Chicago between the 2 United terminals. I don't know what it's called, but it's really cool. It's got all these neon lights and these long moving walkways.
Cool.
I wasn't planning on using it for a cover, but I took a picture and someone told me that would be a great album cover. So there you go. Yeah.
It's amazing. It's absolutely, and I know Angela appreciates the colors.
I have to say, though, if anybody ever
house.
wants an album cover, I know somebody who loves to just create artwork.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Would that be you, Angela? I love it. Yeah. I'm excited about that.
So, yeah, thanks for the little cover plug there, Lisa. Appreciate that.
It deserves it.
Oh, look at that.
You deserve it.
There it is.
Oh, I got trumped.
That is a very, very nice picture.
Thank
It is
you.
really, really nice. Very good.
The album is blabbing.
Thank you. Yes. So where did you come up with the name Well Wishers? That's been on my mind.
That's a good question. Somebody, I was doing a radio interview a couple of days ago, and I got asked the same question, and I had to rack my brain because I couldn't quite remember. I think I was something as innocuous as I was driving down the freeway one day trying to think of band names, and it just kind of popped into my head. And the first thing I did when I got home was a Google search, because that's what you do now, right? Or even 11 years ago. Do the Google search and see if any other names come up.
That's not easy to do.
I think there's at least.
So there's at least what? Oh, man. Everything is Beautiful just popped in my head. What's your favorite song?
Well,
Angela?
it didn't
Just
pop in
popped
my
your
head, but bizarrely, it's
Not
And
your
We
favorite.
Danced by Macklemore. That has been my favorite song for years now, because of a stupid casino.
How does that go?
And we danced, and we sang,
Wow.
and we laughed, and we cried, or whatever, and had a really, really, really good time.
Nice.
It's kind of got too much rap and other things going to try to sing along, but I usually dance along. It's really good for doing this. You know what I mean?
I was
You can,
wondering where
do
the
punching and just dance along. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, I was doing I was dancing to a Gin Wigmore one earlier today. I can't remember the name of it. But you can do jumping jacks at the end. In time with the music. It's fantastic.
Shut up. Nice. I expect a video of
I
that.
already got in trouble because of Gin Wigmore. I can't have her sound on. Oh, I better mute.
Oh, got it. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jeff Shelton from the Well Wishers. Oh! I can do it again. Give me a second chance. best part are the surprises.
I guess. Is he there?
Woo! It looks like he's. Oh, if you can hear us, Jeff, sometimes when you press the applause, which you may have done by accident or even touch the screen, you can flip your camera around. So if you touch the screen again, who taught me this?
Yeah, if you're on a phone or a tablet, you may have switched the screen to the backside. Although generally you see part of his house if he did that. I don't see house. I don't see or hear anything.
Unless it's laying. Yeah, me neither.
Tough night. Tough night.
I know. Sometimes that happens.
Oh, you know what Art would say? Sunspots. He always blames sunspots.
Yeah.
Keys.
Oh.
Your keys.
Pink bag. No, hanging on the door.
It always makes me feel like Glinda the Good Witch. He's back again, but it's still not working.
You are.
Randy? Are you around, Randy? What's that mean, Randy?
Randy.
Oh, connect due to network. Make sure your connection isn't blocked by a firewall. Firewall.
Firewall.
Firewall and fireball are only one letter off. That's terrible.
I think I'm back.
Hi, Jeff.
Sorry.
Okay, let's ask you a question.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on. I keep getting dropped.
You're fine. Hey, how many instruments? How many instruments do you play? Well, you don't have to count them. What instruments do you play? That's
primary is guitar, of course. But I play everything. Rhythm.
Acoustic rhythm.
I don't possess the gene that allows me to play really good lead guitar, but I do a little bit of that. But I play pretty much everything on the record. I love bass. I took up bass, right when I started working as the Well Wishers, as a solo thing. And but guitar is my primary. I do a little keyboard noodling, as it were. But guitar, bass, keyboards. I play drums very poorly. I usually have studio drummers to help me out.
Cool.
A former Spinning Jenny's drummer named Nick Laquintano plays drums on a lot of my records. He's a great drummer. Nick's not here, but he's in spirit. Right.
He's up there in my camera later.
Right.
You don't see him later in the future? Yeah, thanks. So do you write songs? Do you ever write songs without using instruments?
Not really. I mean, sometimes I'll have a little melody in my head, but that's about as far as it goes. It doesn't always transform into a song. Usually it comes out in the guitar playing or piano playing process. I've written a few songs on piano, but mostly on guitar. I write mostly electric guitar, sometimes acoustic. Just kind of depends on the vibe, what kind of song you want to do. But I generally write on guitar. Have to have that instrument base to get the melody out somehow.
So what about collaborating? Do you like collaborating with others? You like just doing this on your own, creating?
I like collaborating. I haven't done that much of it. I'd like to do more. I think the extent of the collaboration that I've done is really, giving somebody bits of a finished song and then, like I did with you, asking you to sing on it with minimal direction, but sort of an idea. But I think it would be fun to have a more equal collaborative process, maybe in the writing. I'm a bit of a control freak, so I always, I tend to have a pretty clear idea what I want to do with a song, and sometimes it's hard to turn that over, but it's a good discipline to be able to get other people's ideas from a creative standpoint. So I'm into it. I just haven't done much of it.
Well, okay. Because a question rolled in through our interview so far, and they're asking that if anybody, any rock star, any hero knocked on your door to collaborate with you, who would you want it to be?
Oh man.
Ding dong.
You know, this is kind of an odd. I've thought about this before. From a solo artist standpoint, from an all-around musician standpoint, I'm a huge Jason Faulkner fan. I would love to just sit in a room with that guy with a bunch of instruments and see what happens. I think he, you know, as a guy who does a lot solo on his records, is pretty amazing virtuoso. So he's one of those guys that I look up to a lot. But God, maybe my second choice, I don't know, Paul McCartney.
Nice.
That'd pretty much die and go to heaven if I could collaborate with him.
Cool.
Probably.
Don't they know each other? There you go. You just had two people at your door.
Yeah.
It's turning into a party. I love it. Okay. Groovy. Angela, anything? Oh, she's are you a music gear geek, or are you just
Am I a music geek?
Yeah. A music gear geek. Are you like really like
Not at all.
gear?
I'm a music geek, but
obsessed? Okay.
I'm sort of the opposite of a gear geek. I have the same
Okay.
crappy amp that I bought in 1990. It's a Yamaha solid state. It's had more beer spilled in it than you can imagine. I got the same Rat pedal that I got in 1989. I got the same Fender Strat I bought when I was 19 years old. I did get a couple other guitars since then, but I have surprisingly minimal gear for someone who's done like 10 albums in his life.
Nice. I mean, and you were so amazing. I'm sorry, I just had to. I'm sorry, I totally interrupted you. Again. I made him forget.
I was just gonna.
That's what I do, and then I make them freeze. Randy, am I frozen or is he frozen? Randy, okay. There's a question in the chat room. Okay. Okay, so Angela, you're muted. You know that, right?
No,
Jeff Shelton will be joining us momentarily. Don't leave, anybody. Don't leave. He's coming back. He's coming back. And Randy, we got your question.
I don't understand the question, but there you go.
Oh, his question? When you write music, do you write the individual notes on a staff?
What does he mean?
No, I don't think so, Randy. That's the little lines thing, and you write, yeah.
No, probably not, huh? Like an old composer.
Sure, probably not.
Probably even composers probably don't. Yeah.
We're all about
Nobody
sound.
probably does.
I mean.
Then how can people play it? Well, then they transcribe it later. Right?
Well, it's
somebody.
I don't.
But some people do.
I can't read.
Some
music.
people have to read music.
Yeah, because we need to go to them to say, "Can you change the key for me?" And that rhymes.
But you have to go to them.
Maybe I will. Will you change?
If you can't read music,
I'm sorry.
Why would you need to go to them to have them change the key for you? And he's all black again. Dang. But I don't get that.
Well, it happened in high school. Okay, it happened in high school. I tried to do the talent show. Everybody else lip synced or danced to music. And I came in doing Call Me by the version by Petula Clark that was in a certain key, but apparently it wasn't the same key Petula sang in. And so I found this girl from the classical music and paid her $5. Back then, that was a lot of money. Paid her $5. Said, "Can you make this key to this?" And she said, "Okay, I'll do it overnight." And then I gave that to the music teacher so that she could
Right.
accompany me.
I see it.
That was a really
I
long-
get it. It was to change them to where you were.
But from
yes, not for you to change. Perfect, actually.
Yeah.
Never change to them. Change them to you.
Yeah, so-
Always.
Yay! I
Always,
love
always.
it. I love it. Pitch recognition. Very good.
Boy, I misheard that.
Yeah. Oh, but see, now they've taken over. So it's not human anymore.
Oh yeah, I'll bet they just listen to it, just like they listen to a song. Although you've got to have a few songs that when you put it to that thing, it has the answer. I've always have a few mystery songs going.
Right. Right. Or if you accidentally,
I wonder if I
yeah,
should-
never mind.
It doesn't seem to help.
Hi, Jeff. Do you remember the last thing you were saying before I interrupted you and you froze?
I don't remember. It seems so long.
Do you like
It
working?
seems so long ago.
Do you like working?
I'm sorry, I keep dropping out. I don't know what's happening.
No. It's not you. It's not you. Although you might be
Beta.
attracting it. But still, it's
Blame it on Beta.
them.
Oh, Beta.
Robin. Okay, so do you like working solo or do you like working with a band? Or do you miss working with a band? Do you see yourself ever working with a band again?
I enjoy the creative process as a solo artist, but I miss the idea. I miss the being in a band, like performing, doing the live thing, being a part of a group and being on stage. I miss that. I don't miss all the crap that goes along with it, like dealing with, booking shows and promotion and, all the business aspect of that. But I really love playing live in a band setting. So that I do miss. But from a creative standpoint, I enjoy doing the solo stuff. It's a good outlet.
Mm-hmm.
To explore, but I do enjoy playing live. So
Now he did it. That was it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You have a nice desk.
I love that. That is
oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I bet you anything. If you open that
You
drawer,
flipped the
it's
screen.
I want to see. There's my book,
super smooth.
my
Oh,
bookshelf.
meant to. There you
Oh,
go.
he meant to.
Very exciting.
Very exciting.
That's so exciting. Thank you. We love chores. And so chores around your house a lot for us too. Oh, what's
Oh,
that?
you know what
What's
I
that?
did? I think I flipped around.
It's a thing. Oh, we thought you were taking us on a
That's,
musical
uh,
tour. Oh, a
Oh,
printer.
and some sort of router or something.
That's my That's my inbox interface. I think I'm flipped around so you can't see me. How do I get back?
Exactly. Tap the screen.
How do you get back?
Tap
Tap
the
your
screen.
heels 3 times and say,
Are you on
"There's
an
no
iPhone?"
place like black.
Yeah.
Tap the screen. It's tap the screen, isn't it? Oh no, it's actually tap the camera. Still kind of the screen.
Oh,
It's not happening though.
it's happened before.
I don't see a camera. I see the little hand clap.
Oh no.
Tap that.
Oh, tap
Hey,
that.
there you go.
That's what
I'm back.
it happened to me.
Yeah.
Remember, and I had to yeah. Yay, Jeff's with us, everybody.
I'm really struggling with
Yay.
this. Sorry.
He's so creative. This is the most creative Vlad. See, you're just a
That's it.
divine
I'm really
creator.
messing up your podcast. I'm sorry.
Are you kidding? You are perfect. Stop. Let's see. So, okay. So, Jeff, what inspires you when you're not creating music?
Cooking. I'm not
Cooking?
the best cook, but I enjoy it. I love being outside, backpacking, hiking. I do a lot of mountain biking up here in Northern California. It's a great place for that. I love being outdoors, doing outdoorsy stuff. Not always inspiring for music, but it's just one of those things that I love to do. And, I have a couple young kids, so they're not necessarily inspiration either, but they're grounded and busy. So.
It was getting. Wow, something happened. That was cool.
And you came
We
back.
thought we lost you.
I think I lost you.
So do you like?
I don't see Lisa
okay.
anymore.
Do you,
She's still there. I'm still here. She's everybody. I can see everybody.
Can you not hear me? Angie, can you ask him if he likes to be barefoot in?
Do you like to be barefoot in winter? Is that what you said?
In the dirt. They don't have winter.
They do have winter in Redwood City.
He said it was rain. He said sun or rain.
You can't hear her at all, can you? This is awful.
I can hear her. I can't.
Oh, she can hear. He can hear you. Okay, talk away, Elsie. Good.
Okay.
It wasn't winter.
See, I will refresh. Randy,
you want to know if you like going barefoot in the dirt? I think it was dirt, right? Not winter.
Right, like really being grounded with earth. Oh, I have to refresh.
In case you refresh it.
And it's my turn to freeze and take off.
I guess so. Who does it, right?
The answer makes me wonder why you asked the question. I have a question. Do you feel like you're probably pretty much writing music all the time? Like, are you kind of always on, but maybe not? You're always working, even when you don't look like you're working, in a way?
From a musical standpoint?
Kind of. In the writing standpoint. It's like it's always waiting, but maybe not.
Not. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hey. Okay, ask away, Elsie.
Wait, he didn't.
I have an answer to that question.
Do you? Okay, I do.
I go through phases. You know, it's with the process of putting out a record. You know, I'll do the writing phase, and then the recording phase, and then the kind of promo and marketing phase. So I'm kind of in a promo marketing phase right now. Even though I'm kind of peripherally working on music, I don't really get down to the actual nitty gritty of writing and stuff till probably a few more months from now.
I have a second follow-up question. And this is actually helpful for me, although I'm not a musician. But the first time you went through that cycle, did you find it something that you had to learn to shift from one to the other?
Didn't really have to learn it. It
just flowed?
Kind of natural, I guess.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. I just I don't. There's no real rhyme or reason to it. It's just one of those things.
Okay. Cool.
But I'm always writing. It's just sometimes when I'm in the process of really wanting to do a record, or you know, I get a little more focused. I'm a little more scattered at the present time with as far as writing music. But.
Right. Okay, that's what I'm just wondering.
So, social media, are you really using that to promote yourself at all?
I try. I don't know how well it works. I mean, it's a necessary evil, right? I got Facebook. The Well Wishers Band is on Facebook. You know, you can. I have links to reviews, and you know, you can find out about the record there. And you know, I pretty much Facebook. I mean, I haven't really embraced any other social media besides that. I still use email.
You what? No,
I guess that's sort of social. But no, it's really. I mean, as far as web presence, I mean, it's pretty much Facebook. I mean, I got music on Bandcamp, which is a really great site. It's not a social media site necessarily, but it's a great site for independent musicians because they're really high quality audio files, and it's an interface that's more direct with the musician, you know, as opposed to iTunes.
That's right.
So I enjoy Bandcamp. I know a lot of people use Bandcamp.
How do you want people to find you?
I would like people to find me charming and irresistible, and
which would take pictures.
Which
outdoor.
site?
Yeah.
Anywhere and everywhere. I mean, as far as music, I mean, I try to get it up on all the main sites: CD Baby, Bandcamp, iTunes, Amazon. You know, physical CD downloads, whatever. I haven't taken the leap to do anything on vinyl yet. You know, that may happen at some point, but yeah, I mean, all the major musical outlets are there for the taking. So,
Yeah, I just feel like with Amazon, and I'd love to know how you're getting paid, Angela, but I wonder how much musicians actually collect on that particular site. And I love Amazon, by the way. CD Baby seem to really be great about collecting. So that's why I was asking. It seems like certain platforms, you really know when you're collecting so that you can do more of it.
That's right.
It's not just about everybody, give me money, you know.
And I should plug, there's a couple of other great resources too that always support my music, and I always forget to plug them, and I shouldn't. But Jam Records, run by Jeremy Morris, who's always been really supportive. He actually put out the last Spinning Jenny's record 14 years ago. He still carries music, and he sells my records. Also, Cool Cat Music is another guy, Ray, who runs that. He's real supportive. So you can get the music there too. Support it. Support independent, music distributors that support indie artists. So I'm all for that.
Yeah, we may have to have them on Blab sometime. That's a good point. Cool. Hi, honey. Yes. So, what's that link for? Oh, thank you, Randy. Perfect. Yeah.
Who's the little kid behind you?
Oh, this is Vivian. Vivian, say hello. Do that accent. Do it. Saying hi to you. That's Jeff Shelton. Remember, I played this for you, and Mommy sang on one of the songs. Cool. What do you think of the artwork? She likes to be shy, so I let her. We'll talk. That was
understood.
Yeah,
I'm the same way.
Right. Yeah, and going back to social media, it's one of those things. It's like, what is it called? Instagram is, now that I'm working with a band, a brand new band, now I have pictures I can post. But before, it's like, what do you take pictures of to keep people engaged, and I used to, I never liked promoting myself before. And now if I see it as fun and engaging, this is about us and everything, it's making it a lot more flowing. So Facebook is great, though. You're in the right place. Email. You stick with that one, too. So we know how to find you. So who were your musical heroes growing up? Don't be ashamed here.
I'm losing it.
Really? Can someone else ask that question?
Who were your musical heroes growing up?
Yeah, and don't be ashamed to share.
And don't be ashamed to share.
Can you guys still hear me?
Uh-oh, he can't hear me either.
Oh, no.
Yes, we can still hear you.
Okay. Who were my musical heroes growing up?
Oh, got it.
Oh, he's just thinking.
I have a feeling that I keep cutting out because I hear audio cutting in and out. But my musical heroes, I was a child of the 80s, so I grew up with a lot of 80s alternative, modern rock kind of stuff. I never heard the term power pop till I was about 27 years old, and I think it was right after I met David Bash for the first time. He said, "Oh, you're a power pop man," and I'm like, "What's power pop?" And he told me about the shoes and all that. So I kind of got into the power pop stuff later, into the 90s. But growing up, I was a 80s, The Cure, REM, Smiths, all that stuff. Echo and the Bunnymen. Now, I wasn't like a goth kid, but I was really into the sort of alternative 80s stuff.
And you were a college kid, right?
Those are my heroes, I guess. I don't know if they were heroes, but that's what I listened to, and that's kind of what Yeah, and I got into the classic rock stuff later, like in college. So
wow. Oh, I get it.
It was like when I was in college, I discovered 70s music.
So
I kind of went backwards.
Yeah.
I went a roundabout way of getting into music.
Nice. Now, who are your musical heroes now? We know two of them that came to your door earlier. Ooh, my computer's thinking.
Uh-oh.
I'm turning. Oh! Hey, you guys, can you still hear me? We're all freezing.
Lisa's freezing a little bit. Lisa, are you cold?
I'm cold.
You keep freezing. So you can hear me, right? Everyone can hear me? Musical heroes?
Yes. Now, Freeze. Sorry.
I don't have any heroes. I have a lot. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's. I'm always listening to new music.
Which is going to
as far as new stuff, I mean, I'm really into the new Nada Surf record. There's a great record from a band called Wolf Alice that came out last year. Really into them. Great band from the UK. Just came kind of out of left field. I never heard of them until last year. There's a great, incredible power pop band from Philly called Hurry that I just recently discovered. I don't know. There's so much stuff that's out that I like. That's, you know, it's so much of music is about songs now. The focus on albums is kind of diminishing, and I hear songs from so many different bands, and I kind of latch onto those. But
ain't that the truth?
am I here,
brother?
You're there.
Can I hear an amen? It's yes.
I'm gonna go, and we'll see.
Okay.
Because I seem to have the biggest bandwidth. So I'm kind of wondering if I go to my guests, maybe the two of you will get along splendidly and no one will freeze.
Okay.
Nice meeting you. I will check your band out.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye, Angie.
Oh, get the X. Hey, it won't go.
That was kind of creepy. Okay. Yeah, so that's a lot better. So where do you find... I know, isn't that crazy? It was all her fault. No, I'm kidding. You love me.
Technology.
You love me, Angie. Yeah, seriously, right? We're grateful for it. Okay, where do you find all your new music? Like through magazines, friends, websites, TV, radio?
Most of the above. Not so much through TV, I guess. And but I listen to college radio. I actually have been a DJ. I do a radio show at Santa Clara University here.
Wow.
And so I get exposed to a lot of new music through that. Bands and labels still send CDs to college radio stations. That's a great way to get new music. But a lot of it, through social media, Facebook, a lot of Facebook friends, like-minded people that write and are exposed to music. So, mostly through that. There's a lot of great stuff out there, but you sometimes gotta dig to find it.
Yeah, I have no outlet, so you're exactly what I'm looking for. Do you have a
college
link?
College radio, and other guys in the indie community that do the do internet radio too. I know there's different guys in the power pop community that do radio shows. And they're very supportive. So, like Adam Waltmeyer and Mike Lidskin and a couple other guys that do both terrestrial and internet radio shows. I mean, that's a great way to get exposed to new pop. But, college radio is a great resource for all kinds of different new music.
And do you post all the bands and stuff that you play, like, on your Facebook page or anything?
Yeah, I do. I try to.
Do you actually have a page for the college radio? Sorry.
Yeah, I do. I do a show.
I should know this. Sorry.
I do a radio show. It's called the Power Pop Show. I've done it for like 15 years. It's on Santa Clara University's radio station, KSCU.
I probably know this, and I was so disconnected for so long. I'm so embarrassed. I am going to find you. I will find you. And I will,
Power Pop Show on Facebook.
Cool.
It's just a weekly radio show, 2 hours a week. I play, like-minded stuff, melodically driven rock.
Cool.
I play a lot of Lisa Michaels records.
See, now I should really be ashamed. No, thank you. Just say thank you. Just be grateful.
We have I have high quality standards for playing music on the air, so you meet that. So
Cool.
worries there.
Thanks. Yay! Do you dance like when no one's looking?
I'm a terrible dancer, so nah.
Doesn't matter. Do you dance when no one?
I play air guitar when no one's looking. I play a lot of air guitar actually, but I don't often dance. Maybe I should dance.
No, it's brilliant. And I just totally realized this recently, that when we're doing air guitar or just rocking out to like some cool song, we're actually aligning with something that we're being, that we're coming into being. How cool is that?
I agree.
Keep doing those rock moves. It only gets better.
Any way you can connect with your inner child or your inner spirit,
right?
Whatever works, right? As long as you're not hurting anybody or breaking the law.
Right. You can. Although sometimes a little bit of heartbreak, it's nice.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of keeps the drive going. Make them want more. Heartbreaker. Okay, so. Okay, so there's a couple links that were just posted. What are those links?
Are you asking me? I didn't post anything.
In the chat room. In the chat room.
Oh.
Okay. Well, there are links here. Oh, Power Pop Radio. Thank you. Okay, the links are in the chat room. So now I know we talked a little bit about the platforms of today that us musicians and artists are messing around with. Do you feel that these platforms like Facebook, and I'm only going to talk about the ones that you're using, Bandcamp, CD Baby kind of, because you can link that through things. How do you think that's working for us? Or do you think it is working for us more than the way music has worked for us in the past? Ooh.
I would say yes. I mean, it's interesting being an independent musician over the last 20 years. If I look back to where things were 20 years ago and compared to now, I mean, it's a completely different animal from top to bottom. I mean, from how music is made to how it's distributed to how it's promoted to how it's marketed. I mean, it's night and day. So, I mean, there's always going to be challenges to get heard and to get exposed. But I think, I mean, there's so many vehicles that exist now that just provide opportunity. I think I kind of look at it as an all of the above strategy, you know, whereas 20 years ago it was like you couldn't get your music heard unless you had a record deal. So, I mean, I remember sending out demo tapes in 1995 thinking, if I don't get a record deal, no one's ever going to hear my music. And that was the mentality forever, right? I mean, that's what you had to do. You had to get a record deal. Otherwise, how's your music going to get heard? And it's not like that anymore. I mean, you could get a YouTube video.
Rockstar.
You know, I mean, it's all good as far as I'm concerned. I mean,
what's happening? What's happening? I need water. Oh, we're gonna watch a video? Yay! Oh God. I'm sorry. Anybody who oh, this is brilliant. I'm sorry. Only those on Blab right now could hear that and see that. It was something spectacular. But let me introduce you to something even more spectacular. It's Jeff Shelton of the Well.
I'm back.
Did you see that video? It was really cute.
No, I didn't. I got dropped. I don't know what point I got dropped. But probably because I was talking about record labels.
Oh, that was a good one.
Is that when I got dropped because I was talking about record labels?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Your point was so beautiful and perfect. And it's really scary when I think about how limited things were for us, and wow, how lucky we are now.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
I mean, we're not, rich and famous, but we have so many more opportunities, and it's frankly easier. I mean, it's as small as an ocean of opportunity. It's still easier to have so many tools at your disposal to get the word out. So I'm all for it.
And friends, our community, right?
Right.
We've got a real strong community, and part of this is really bringing us together. It's really cool blabbing with you. I get to know a lot more about you rather than back in the 90s. Oh yeah, I know that band. Oh yeah, whatever. But like here, it's one-on-one. This is really cool.
Yeah.
Talking.
And another interesting thing too, you asked about collaboration earlier, and the whole technological aspect of being able to collaborate with people from afar is really cool. I mean, that was highlighted by what you did for me on one of my songs. I mean, you live in Southern California, and it's just a matter of swapping some WAV files and MP3s, and you can plug in a part, I can plug in a part, and it's a lot cheaper than buying you an airline ticket up to a studio in San Francisco, right? And
even though that would have been cool. You're by those trees, right? The big redwood trees.
It is pretty cool up here, yeah.
Gosh, gorgeous. I bought my stuffed possum there. He's fake, but to me, he's real.
But yeah, there's so many people that I know that collaborate from afar pretty effectively, and that's kind of cool,
Very cool. Love it. Thank you.
I'm sure I'll see you in person at some point, but
oh yeah, for sure.
Technology allows some pretty cool stuff, so when it works.
And I tell you, soon we will be transporting, buy a monthly pass to transport yourself from your home to any one of your friends' homes.
That's the next wave.
So where do you see yourself, or where would you like to see yourself in 10 years musically?
That's a good question. I just hope I'm still making music in 10 years. It's never easy when we get older, but I don't know. I look at people, we mentioned Paul McCartney earlier, and he's 74, 75. He's still cranking out music and, doing it as good as ever. So I don't have any ambitions of being any bigger or smaller career-wise, but I hope I'm still creating music that is inspiring, at least at the minimal to myself, but maybe to other people, and just kind of achieving good results as an artist. I always like to think on an upward trajectory as far as, songwriting and all that. So I'll be making music, hopefully.
You will. I know it. You're that good. I mean, you can't not.
No.
Sorry, you're stuck here.
Well, it keeps me off the streets and out of trouble at the minimum. So.
There's that man hiking again. No. So let's see. Ooh, we have just a few more questions. Let's see. Okay, this you may have to really think about. What is the weirdest CD or record in your music collection that might shock or surprise your friends?
Yeah, I saw you mentioned that question earlier. I don't know. I'm a really big fan. I mean, as a power pop guy, it might shock a lot of people to know that I'm really into a lot of obscure 80s music, because, that was kind of the era that I grew up on, and I really enjoy a lot of kind of post-punk. I mean, I have all the Killing Joke records. I mean, that's about as far removed as melodic pop as you can get, but that sort of stuff. I'm a huge fan of the Chameleons. They're a post-punk band from the 80s, Chameleons UK. So I like a lot of that, and a lot of synth pop too, Human League and stuff like that, and Ultravox, and just a lot of 80s music that, it's melodic to varying degree, but it's not really in that sort of power pop realm. So that might surprise some people.
Nice. Okay. Now, here come the real personal questions, okay?
Uh-oh.
Dance club or karaoke?
Karaoke. That was easy. Sorry, I can't dance.
When's the last time you went to karaoke?
I love karaoke. I thrive on it.
Oh, okay.
About 3 or 4 months ago, there's a great bowling alley here in a town next to me that has karaoke every Saturday night. And it's in an old, like, vinyl dark wood paneled lounge of an old 50s bowling alley, and they have karaoke every Saturday. It's awesome.
Wow.
I've gone a couple times in the last, not that often, but I love it.
Cool. Wow. Let's see.
And Rocket Man is my favorite song to do, by the way. I don't know why.
Do you like get up on the bar and like really ham it up?
I haven't got on the bar yet, but I've
okay.
I've done a little limboing around the room with the mic,
Wow.
Some people are so boring at karaoke, they just get up there and they stand. You got to move around a little bit, get the people going.
Right? So there's your performing outlet. That's beautiful. This is so cool.
It is.
So our last question, what's going to happen in this year? You just released your album. You're kind of working it, right?
I'm working it. I'm trying to. I appreciate all the promotion, especially that you're doing.
Wasn't that fun? That was just like pure fun.
Yeah,
I love that.
Would love to have you sing on some other stuff too at some point. But so I'm promoting the record and doing college radio mailing this summer for the fall programming season, and I'm actually working on some more music for a film that is due out next year. I actually just signed a contract for that, so it's official, although nothing's in the bank yet. But I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to be writing some songs for a fairly major film that's coming out next spring, so I can't divulge any more than that.
Nah, we like surprises. Yay! That's exciting.
That's pretty exciting. I don't know the exact release date for that. It starts shooting in September, and I got a contract from the writer-director is a big indie power pop fan, and he's collecting a lot of music both to use in the film and also for promotion, and so I'm pretty excited about that.
And is there any other outlets for your creativity besides music, sharing music through the college radio and feeding your spirit with nature? Is there anything and besides karaoke, other outlets too?
I wrote a novel a few years ago.
I see. I never would have known that. And where can we find it?
I'm surprised as anybody. I never expected to write a book. It's on Amazon and both Kindle and paperback. And
wow.
I think, it's called Caleb and Callie. It's kind of a cheesy love story, romance, a lot of music involved.
Okay. Have you thought of pitching that for a movie?
I'd love to. I should. I mean, I kind of wrote it as I was writing it. I was envisioning a movie. It could be a movie. It could be a script. I don't have the first clue about how to promote.
I know. Books. I wrote a short story that I want to see do something. So you and I, if it's ever close by, or who knows, maybe we'll have so much money we can go wherever we want because they travel everywhere. We should maybe consider it. And Angela's not here, but she's writing a zombie thing.
If there are any agents out there, call me, I don't know. I don't know the first thing about promoting a book. I mean, I wrote it, I published it, self-published it. I sold about 50 copies to my friends and family. But it's out there.
You did more than I did. Did that just come to you and you just wrote it?
Yeah, so like the opening scene of the book came to me in a dream. It was a very vivid scene between two people. And I woke up thinking this would be a great start to a story. So I just developed a story, a very kind of elaborate story about two people that met in college and reconnected later in life, and put the nose to the grindstone and busted out a book. I wrote it in about 5 months, and it came out in the end of 2013.
Was there a lot of editing done to it, or
oh, a fair amount? Yeah, it wasn't professionally edited, but it was fairly scrutinized by myself and others.
What about Audible? Not on Audible?
Not an audio. No, it's not an audiobook. Is that what
maybe one day?
What's that?
Yeah, I'm a big audiobook person. So, but it's okay. I will sit and read it.
I'd love for you to read it. And if I can get like Jeremy Irons or someone to do the audiobook, that would be awesome.
Ooh, there you go. He'll be knocking at your door too. There's 3 people now.
a villainous voice doing a love story. That would be pretty cool.
Oh, I love it. Perfect. Well, anything else you want to share with us since I've
no, just
these questions.
if anybody, whoever's listening, and I'd love for you to check out the album. Lisa sings a great song on track 3. But it's called Comes and Goes. The Well Wishers Band is the link on Facebook. And like I said, it's on Amazon, iTunes, CD Baby, Jam Records, Cool Cat, Google.
Good job. Look at you with all the platforms. And all this will be in the description in the replay. So
awesome.
And we've got the link shared in the chat room as well. Cool.
Yeah. All
right. Well, Jeff, we hope to have you back again.
I'd love to.
Maybe when the movie comes out. And this is so exciting. But yeah, we'll wait and be surprised. So.
Been fun blabbing. Took a little getting used to. I'm a little self-conscious looking at myself talking, but
it's perfect. It's perfect. We want to share you, so thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Big hugs. Look at he's a natural. Bye, Jeff. Oh, here we go. Here we go again.